Good morning, students. I welcome you all once again on online classes of Jamna Christian Junior High School. I am your history teacher. So, students, uh, we have started chapter 2. Now, I will continue chapter 2 once again. And open page number 24, Social Effects, Social Inequality. The economic disparity between the rich capitalistic and the poor workers led to gross social inequality. There was a wide gulf between the social status of the capitalists and the workers. And I will tell you the harsh living condition of the workers on those days. The main topic is impact of the industrial revolution, and in this industrial revolution, some of the changes, the entire fabrics of Western society, the transformation was so profounded that the condition of life changes beyond recognition. So now I will tell you the harsh living condition of the workers on that time. The Industrial Revolution led to the migration of people from the village to the industrial town in search of jobs. Cities grew rapidly and without any proper planning. As the population grew, the cities became overcrowded and people were forced to live in crowded homes in squalid surrounding and without proper sanitation facilities. A large number of slums sprang up. You know, children, what is slum? Where the poor people live, that is called slum. Black smoke filled the air, and in the absence of basic amenities, the health of the workers broke down. Students, if the black smoke fill the air, what is the side effect of that? The workers broke down and the health will not improve. Diseases spread and epidemic took heavy toll of human lives. According to a report of a slum in Manchester, all the inhabitants had died due to a cholera epidemic in the year early 1830. Next point is exploitation of the workers. The capitalistic amassed enormous wealth at the expense of the workers, the majority of whom were totally dependent on their employers. Workers had no job security and they could be dismissed at any time. The jobs are not proper, the jobs are not confirmed, and they are dismissed at any time. So anyone take out hours from their job. They worked on very low wages. Low amount are given to them and under extremely harsh conditions, very harsh conditions of their was there of workers. The capitalistic exploitation the workers by forcing them to work for almost 16 hours a day without a break. Without any break, workers work 16 hours. So, if you work 16 hours, what will happen to you? Your health will go down. This is the main cause of exploitation. They were not allowed to go on strike, also. They are not allowed to go on strike. Women and children were employed in large number in deep and dangerous coal mines. There are very dangerous coal mines are there in those days, and children's and women's work there. They worked from dawn to dusk. They worked there from morning till evening on extremely low wages. They all get very low payment. No conception was paid to workers for injury or due to accident or death in mines and factories. Those days they don't get any money if they injured working while working in the coal mines. If there is any mischief happens, they don't get any money. The extremely stressful working and living condition led to a decline of moral values among the workers. Life became a struggle for survival, and communities' bonds broke down amongst people. The next is political effect. What is the political effect on those days? Rise of capitalistic. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, landowners enjoyed great wealth, privileges, and political influence. The Industrial Revolution led to emergence of the wealth and powerful capitalistic class as a dominant force in the British Parliament. Government policies were influenced by the interest of the capitalistic class. I will tell you one question you discuss in your home. Are revolution a thing of the past? Discuss and substantiate your answer. Write down your answers also in your rough copy. Next topic is trade union. The ruthless exploitation of the workers by the capitalistic led to protest. They united and organized themselves into trade unions to fight for their rights, and better working conditions are there in those days. The trade union faced strong resistance from the employers. In many countries, the clash between the trade unions and the capitalistic led to bloodshed. The struggle of the trade unions was long and arduous. The vast majority of workers did not have right to vote. They don't have right to vote also. The determination and effects of the trade unions eventually bore fruit. The government passed several factories laws to improve the condition of the workers and grant them certain rights. Now, this is the question here. Think and answer. Industrial revolution was a mixed blessing. Do you agree with this statement? Give reason for your answer. Write down this answer in your rough copy. The rise of imperialism. Imperialism is a policy of extending a country's power and influence to other countries through the use of military force, colonization, or other means. It generally refers to the policy of takeover and domination of the political, economic, and cultural life of a weak overseas nation by a powerful nation. Imperialism implies colonialism, which is the method or practice by which a powerful country acquires control over another country, either party or wholly. In the 18th and 19th century, the power, position, and prestige of imperial European nations depended on the extent and value of their overseas possessions. The Industrial Revolution sparked off a mad scramble for colonies in Asia and Africa. Industrial development depended on raw materials and ready markets. Colonies could be exploited to serve as constant and steady sources of raw materials for industrial production and exclusive captive markets for their finished products. These colonies could also be used as fields for investment of surplus British capital. By the end of the 19th century, the imperialist nations of Europe had colonized among almost the whole of Asia and Africa. The scramble for colonies led to intense rivalry, fierce competition, and numerous wars among the imperial powers. These conflicts even naturally precipitated international tensions and crises that become one of the major causes for the outbreak of the First World War in 1940. In the 19th century, the British had started an aggressive policy. When British started aggressive policy in 19th century of conquering territories in India. They conquered territories in India. This need to acquire an expanded territorial possession in India was fully by desperate need to sustain rapid industrial growth in Britain. By the middle of the 19th century, the British had conquered almost whole India. In 19th century, British conquered whole part of India. India became the jewel of the British crown. India became the jewel of the British crown, and Britain was transformed into an international economic giant. Britain was transformed into international economic giant. Thus, the Industrial Revolution set in motion the multiple forces of imperialism in the modern world. In the race of supremacy, Britain surged ahead and emerged as the clear winner and creator of the largest and most powerful empire in the world, as empire on which the sun never set. This is the empire in which the sun never set. In India, the British Empire would unleash potent forces of change in political dynamics, economic equation, and cultural influences. Enslave a great nation with a glorious legacy and reduce it to the colonial economy for almost 200 years. So, students, this chapters end here. Now, I will tell you some values and life skills. We should respect our domestic help and be kind to them. We should be sensitive to their needs and provide them with a safe working environment. We should pay them good salary. So, student, we are talking about laborers here, poor people and laborers. We should pay them good salaries and ensure timely payment to them. If we give timely payment to them, they will not suffer. They should never be exploited. If we should not exploit them and should always be given to their due holidays. We should also give them holidays also, and we should behave them properly and give them money on time, and 16 hours all from morning till night. This is not the way to exploit them. We have to give payment on time, we have to give them holidays on time, This is the main cause. We should be sensitive to their needs also and provide them a safe environment. If you were the owner of the factory, what would you do? You write your own suggestions in your copy. This is the main question. Now, students, write down important words in your classwork copy and match the column in your classwork copy. We will meet soon. Thank you. Have a nice day.